Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. I do truly appreciate it. It's terrific, and I'm here to talk about a Folio Society book today. This one is The Big Sleep by Raymond Chandler. And probably like many, at least my generation, we were exposed to The Big Sleep by watching Humphrey Bogart on television. And that's the same way the Maltese Falcon was for me. I see Humphrey Bogart when I read that book from Dashiell Hammett. Anyway, the Folio Society has done quite a few books in this set, and I didn't have any. In fact, they sell one, I think it's 5 or 6 volumes in one slipcase set. And I had a chance to buy one of those and passed on it, thinking, I'll always have time. But over and over, they tend to either go higher than I want or the condition is worse than I want, and I end up never actually buying that set. So this time, I simply bought the first copy of the set, the first book in the series, called The Big Sleep. And it's individually slipcased. It doesn't come in a big one. So let's take a look and see. I bought this one on the eBay, obviously, and it came packaged in a box. It's not a huge box. I'm not going to whine or anything like that unless it's damaged. The ends are kind of protected, so a little bit of abuse it can take, Yoda. But let's see. Hoping for the best as always. Really excited to get this one for my Folio Society collection, as well as Raymond Chandler. The only copy of this book that I have is an Impress mystery copy, and while it's better than nothing, it is less than stellar. I'm glad to have it. So, like I think I mentioned, The Big Sleep is the first of the Philip Marlowe series, which there are quite a few books, and this one is not necessarily regarded as the best, although it is very good, and I love it. Some of the sequel novels in the Philip Marlowe series are held in high regard, and you can easily see here how this was part of a variety of sets the spines would combined to make a larger silhouetted picture of a stereotypical private detective. And so here's our paper slipcase. Scalloped edge makes it easier to get a hold of the book. I guess that's the point. And mine looks good. Just a very slight discoloration, maybe even not, I don't know. Slight, I don't see any beat up corners, anything like that. Looks good, so it looks like the shipping method was adequate, if nothing else. And here we go. I think this is at least part of the image that the spines all combine to make, but maybe it's slightly different, I don't know. Something along those lines. And then there's the back cover. It looks great. Hot foil stamped spine, library bound, no dust jacket or anything like that. A quality binding, Smithsonian binding, like Folio Society usually puts out. There's not much to complain about. Good stuff here. And here's what we got. Let's take a look and see what kind of illustrations I have in here, illustrated by Jeff Granfield. And let's see if what printing. First published in 1989, second impression 1989. So this fourth impression. This will be a fourth printing of this particular book. They'll usually in some way tell you here what it is. And several illustrations in here. Let's flip through and take a look. But anyway, I was saying I got familiarized with Philip Marlowe by watching The Big Sleep, a Humphrey Bogart film. And while it's hard to say, I think The Big Sleep may be my favorite Bogart film. It's a very close, maybe even a tie with The Maltese Falcon for me. I know a lot of folks like, that one, maybe I can't show that one. Cover your eyes, darling. I know a lot of folks prefer Casablanca, but I tend to like that Sam Spade, Philip Marlowe, hard-boiled detective role for Humphrey Bogart. And I think The Big Sleep probably is Humphrey Bogart at his absolute most Humphrey Bogart-esque. And that story is just about as close as it gets to what I think of when I think of the stereotype Humphrey Bogart detective. And it's Philip Marlowe in The Big Sleep. Robert Mitchum, is that his name? Robert Mitchum also did a movie adaptation of this book, and it was good. I'll just say good. Not great, not awful. It was good. It did not have nearly the character, I just say the character. It didn't have the character that the Humphrey Bogart film had. It went through all of the scenes and nothing really jumped out. It was kind of flat. It was good, but flat. Told a good story. Just not a lot of charisma. And that's what Humphrey Bogart was charisma. So there's the Folio Society, The Big Sleep. Very nice. I'm very pleased with this production. It's not outlandish. It's not flashy. It's somewhat muted, understated, but nice. I'm glad to have it. Maybe one of the best renditions of this book out there. I think Easton Press did one. It's very hard to get. I don't have it. But not a lot of people have published this in anything fine or nice. So this may be one of the better ones out there. Hopefully some fine press will come out with their version of The Big Sleep and blow them all out of the water. But at this point, this is the one. This is the one for me anyway. Thank you for your time. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. C'est la vie, baby. Doo-doo.